Hi, everybody. Sorry I'm a little late. It took a long time to get one slice of pizza. Excuse me. But anyway, we haven't missed much because it's still 0-0. And at the table is Toni Sakamoto for the Amazeballs. And I want to let everybody know that she is our newly minted Women's Open Singles Champion. So it should be quite enjoyable to watch her play. And again, she's representing Amazeballs. They are in the black shirts. They're from Alberta, in our friendly northern neighbor, Canada, province of Alberta in British Columbia. Maybe my geography isn't so good. I don't know if that's right or wrong. But you know, and that's what is important. We've just been also informed that Tony's team, the Amazeballs, also won the women's team division, different division than the open team, but that's not good there. Boy, that's a real unforced error that you wouldn't expect a women's open singles champion to make. This is a race to 9, as you can see by the black 9 in the middle of the scoreboard. Again, just like the last match, 2 tables in progress, 2 games at a time. And first to 9 will earn the right to play the Vegas Bombs. They are waiting for the winner of this match to play in the finals, and that's coming up next. And it looks like that's Bev Ashton on the other table. There you can see some more of the Amazeballs teammates. That is Bev Ashton at the table. Just played a safety. Here's Toni kicking at the 8. She did hit it. And I'm sorry to say I do not know the names of the ladies on the Owls. And I only knew the 2 on the Amazeballs. That's Toni and Bev. I wouldn't be surprised if she played a little safety here. I'm not sure if she's thinking that far ahead, but she looks like she's going to go ahead and shoot this 14 and try to lay the cue ball right on the head rail for the 12 or a long shot should she not pocket this. No good, but again, cue ball exactly where she wanted it to be. Toni is lucky really to have another shot at this. No worries about the cue ball here. Just go all out to make the ball. Once again, we'd like to congratulate the men's advanced masters team winners, which you saw just a little while ago here on the stream. Abusement Park from Minnesota, defeating Unfinished Business out of Phoenix in 1 set. And congratulations to both those teams for their accomplishments here at the 39th BCA Pool League's National 8-Ball Championships. And she missed that one pretty good. I don't know that Toni can get in there rail first without a masse. I think she's got to elevate here. Needs to hit about the middle diamond or just past the middle diamond with her masse in order to clip that 8 in. And you can see with the hanger there, certainly the Owls are going to have a shot if this doesn't go down. I think you got to do that, Toni. I think you got to play the masse here. There's no other way to win the game, and you're not going to play safe anywhere here where you won't give the Owls a shot. Yeah, I know. I know who Bev is. I forgot about that, though. Yeah, thanks. Just got a, excuse me, Tony's going for a jump cue. She had to go back to the other pit to get her equipment. But Bev Ashton at the table on table 2 is our women's advanced singles champion. So we got a lot of champions here on the Owls, and it's no surprise that they're where they are in this tournament with players of that caliber. Like I said, she's got to probably catch just past the diamond. Well, she hit it. Oh. She actually played it there. Are you kidding me? What a fantastic shot. A jump cross corner. I need weight. Good Lord, was that a great shot. So the Amazeballs win the first game of the match. And now they'll get ready to play their second game on this table. Actually, this will be game number 3 with the other game still in progress. And we also will need to remind them to flip that scoreboard over there in a second. And I will go take care of that myself for them right now and give them a reminder. No, that's a single one. The doubles are right here. It's all right. Yeah, it's on the screen. All right, so the Owls with the first rack. And well, you know what I'm going to guess happened? Because I was told that the that the Owls are in the pinkish tops. If that's the case, then I misread what happened last rack, and when Tony played the jump shot on the 8, she was trying to play it in that corner near the 8 ball, and by accidentally making it in the wrong pocket, that's loss of game. So I'm pretty sure that's what happened. And the Owls are in the pink, and the Amazeballs are in the black. And that's why when I went over there to turn the scoreboard for the Amazeballs, I was immediately told, no, it's the Owls that won that game. So that would have to be the explanation. Bev Ashton just won a game on table 2. And I'm pretty sure that will now tie this match up at 1 apiece. Yes, so our assumptions were correct from the first game. Excuse me. And the Owls are in the pink. It's pretty cool to see the Okay. Underway on both tables here in the second go around on the team. One apiece. Again, this is 1 race to 9, with the winner advancing to the finals against the Vegas Bombs. I like that name, Vegas Bombs. Looks like the 6 in the side here. Move the 9. Good shot. It's really nice to see the ladies play, especially on the team side where they all are similarly attired. And you know, there's always a best dressed contest here every year. And sorry, I don't know who won this year, but eventually that information should be up on playcsipool.com. I think they have that contest for teams and Scotch doubles. Nice little stroke there, but didn't quite come far enough to shoot the 2 in the side. It's really a steep angle here. And once again, our coverage is being presented to you by Viking Cues, the official cue of the BCA Pool League's National 8-Ball Championships here at the Predator Arena at the Rio Hotel. Today is the last day of the event. It will conclude with the men's team final tonight. We're thinking 9:30 maybe Pacific time for that. We'll keep you up to date if that time frame changes. But this will conclude the 39th BCA Pool League's event here. And starting tomorrow morning, everybody's going to start making their plans for next year, which will be our 40th. One of our official referee staff from the BCA Pool League, good friend Lorne, has come over to officiate both these matches now, since there's minimal amount of play still going on out on the main field. Sure looks different than here today. We lost about 4,000 people overnight between checkouts and early exits and all of that. But anyway, next year, we already know the dates, July 20th through the 30th, right here at the Rio for the 40th edition of the BCA Pool League's National 8-Ball Championships. And I should be calling them the National Championships because we have so many divisions now and we play 8-ball, 9-ball, 10-ball, all kinds of stuff. But you can start to make your plans for that if you like. It is just a mere 365 days away. And my brother Bobby Cotton is back with me in the booth after having stuffed his face, I'm sure, at the expense of Mark Griffin.
Yes.
I hope you ate a lot.
I did, and I ate good.
Good. I'm glad you did.
I'm sorry I'm running a little late. I couldn't get away from him. He was talking, and everything.
Perfectly all
Since
right.
he just runs the whole show here.
Well, he signs our checks. You know, it might be a good idea to not bail early.
Yeah, I couldn't say, dude, I'm sorry, but I got to get my friend Ken. Ken's a bigger name.
Well, no, not necessarily. But I have to fess up. I was late for the match, too, because it got to be about 20 to 2, and I realized I'm not going to last till 5, 6 o'clock without something to eat. So I scurried my butt up to the sports deli there for a slice of pizza.
You should have called me. I could have just brought you something
You
back.
can't bring it back.
Oh,
you can't bring
right.
food in. Yeah, so
you're right.
I got back. They were just underway in the first rack.
Oh,
so
okay.
let me fill you in on what we got here. This is the women's open team semifinal, and the two teams playing are the Amaze Balls, and they're dressed in black, and the Owls, who are dressed in pink or peach. I've been calling it pink. It's one game apiece, and they've just broken, and play now is going on in round number 2 here. Second go around of players.
Another double elimination?
No, this is a semifinal, so it's 1 race to 9.
And they're playing on 2 tables?
Yes.
Okay, this won't take. This will be pretty quick.
Well, it's a race to 9. It might go a little bit longer
maybe
than
an hour
the men's. Well, I think I take the over on the hour. Well, I think you're gonna see some congested play because of they don't break like the men. The balls aren't going to scatter quite as much. That'd be my only reason, not ability-wise, just layout-wise.
Yeah.
But anyway, Amaze Balls are from Alberta, Canada, and the Owls are from Washington State. Playing on the Amaze Balls team, Bobby, though, is Toni Sakamoto.
Where is she? Which one is she? Not the one shooting?
No, she's sitting. She played the first game. I believe she's in the far pit, the last lady in the black, to the left of the blonde lady, and she was the Women's Open singles champion.
Oh, cool. I see one of the Ashton girls over there.
Well, that's Bev, and she is also on the same team, and she won the Women's Advanced Singles. So they got 2 champions on their team.
They got 2 good teams.
Right. So some pretty good credentials there.
Did you say this was the semifinal?
This is the semi, so our next match is the final.
And
that'll be here, 2 tables, same thing, but that'll be a double dipper. Whoever wins this will have to beat the Vegas Bombs. That's the team that's waiting for them, and they'd have to beat them twice. So I don't know, but if
all Vegas girls, though, huh?
You would assume
gotta be,
you would assume so. Well, they got to be from Nevada. No, but nevertheless, I was just saying, your team's named the Vegas Bombs. I don't want no part of you.
Mm-mm.
There was an old roller derby team called the Cherry Bombs. I always liked that name too.
Derby.
I loved roller derby. I loved that.
They always knock him off the thing.
I loved that stuff. It was popular in the 50s and 60s and early 70s, then it went away for about 20, 25 years, and then they resurrected it a little bit.
I watched it. I never missed an episode.
Yeah,
I loved it.
I loved it too. Saturday morning TV. But it's still alive and kicking in Southern California. Yeah. There's a small league down there.
I tell you something, it's a rough thing. Them girls are tough.
I'd rather play hockey.
Yeah, those girls are tough.
Nice shot.
Yes, it was. She's got to get that 12 out of there some kind of way.
Well, I think if you can get middle of the table for the 9, you can slide out for the 13 on the side.
And then,
and then that opens the pocket for you.
I knew. I was just seeing if you were still hitting them good. I knew you would know.
You thought I might have faded after that piece of pizza, huh? Well, I actually did. I don't remember chewing it, but it must have been good.
Uh-oh.
Well, now she's going to shoot 13 on the side and move the 9 or the 12. I think she's all she can do.
The Owls in the pink, right?
Yeah, we'll call it pink. It may be more peach than pink, but it's easier to say.
Mm-hmm.
A team that's not in black.
Yeah, that's a tough shot.
It sure was. I'm surprised she elected that shot, but that was the ball to make to win the game. Now she's also put a blocker in front of the deuce. So this young lady will have to play the 4 and possibly come 3 rails around for the 2 in the same pocket, or slide right over at the 12. It's a little tricky here.
She actually looking at the angle here. It looks like she can use top left and go straight across. Can she? And go in behind in between the 2 and 12 gap.
Mm-hmm.
And shoot the 2 in the same pocket as
Yeah.
the 4.
That sure looks like the.
I don't know if she sees it, but it looks like that's
Looks like the best method.
Don't draw the ball. She might be trying to get there. I don't know.
She could be going to the 5, but I don't know why.
She's
a little too low on the cue ball.
Yeah,
just
tried
a little.
To get there,
yeah.
but she didn't really know.
Well, she can shoot the 7, Bobby, but frankly, I would go ahead and shoot the deuce because the 9 will stop the cue ball, and you'll have the 7 up there for a little insurance.
That's what I was going to say.
Well, why didn't you say it?
You beat me to it.
All right, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go on a 2-second delay here, you know, like they do on the TV shows
right.
to prevent the swear words from coming out.
Because it takes me a few minutes to think about this. I'm not as quick as you.
Well, the distance from your brain to your mouth must be longer than mine.
Yeah.
Oh, Bobby, I feel an attack of silliness coming on.
Oh, yeah.
It's just,
At the end is what
after
happened.
13 days or however many months we've been here. Almost looks like she's undercutting it a little bit.
Looks close. It's really hard to tell.
No, she sliced it right in. Good shot. Shut me right up. Now this is double tough.
Oh, man, yeah, she might.
I mean, you couldn't probably get on the 5 1 out of 10 here, male or female.
Yeah,
I mean, you
gotta
really
hit it
got to.
with really high left. That's got to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but the thing is, it's gonna catch too much of the middle of that short rail. I think just because the
she might be
the
going
momentum
right toward the 5.
The only thing I would think you might try to do, and that ain't going to work, is rail first. That don't help you. That sends you at the pocket.
Yeah, she's going in behind the 8.
Yeah, I think I'd just make the ball and take a bank. Try to do too much here, you're likely to miss the ball.
That's a hard shot. If she's
right, you got to kind of roll this in. You can't slug this.
Watch her execute it perfect.
Oh my God! Well, that was bound to happen.
You know what? She can just barely nudge this if she can hit it and hook her.
Mm-hmm. You have a referee here. Yeah. Her opponent was already thinking about calling the ref once she saw the balls lay there.
She just barely hit this ball, I believe. Just stay right behind all that stuff. And she leave that girl where she can't hit nothing.
Yeah, but she still has to get by the 8 ball first to make contact with the 5. All she got to do is slide the 5 2-3 inches.
It looks like it's pretty. It looks like it's pretty easy to do from here.
Right. But the reason I'd only hit it a few inches is just in case you bump the 8 and the 8 leaves the cue ball open, then the 5 will block the opponent from the 12.
I'd get at least to the side pocket.
Yeah, that would be good. Good hit. See, I thought the cue ball would bump the 8, and just like you suggested, get it to the side pocket.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think she can. Yeah, she can cut the 13 up down here to the lower right. She does have the full ball. The cue ball will hit the 12. It could actually turn out pretty good if she makes it. But it's not all that easy.
Looks like she's cueing it pretty good. No.
Well, I'm afraid that that's going to cost her the rack. Pretty routine here. Stop and pocket the 8. And that was why moving the 5 just a mere foot or so and leaving it right there turned out to be a pretty good decision.
Wow, you see the shot that girl made on the other table? She made a heck of a shot on the 5.
Good stroke. Well, I think the other table, she has 1 ball before the 8. Well, excellent safety play won her that rack for the Amaze Balls. They now take a 2-1 lead. And she just scratched on the 8. That is also the Amaze Balls player in the black shirt. So now the Owls will have a chance to tie things up over there. She has ball in hand with 3 stripes. And that is the right place to start. Very good. Okay, we've got Bev Ashton in over here on our table. But we're going to stay with this game here. At least for a couple shots. Let's see what happens. See if they can tie it up. I liked where she went the first time.
I don't like this.
A left-handed player may have a little tough reach here on this. Well, not there. Yeah, that's not really the best place to be. But once again, we don't know these players, and we don't know what they're comfortable with and what angles they like and don't like. But so far, so good. Let's see if she can come around that 8 and play it in the same pocket. A little short. Yeah, let's stay with this 8 ball here if we can, guys. The break shot over on our table resulted in a scratch, and Bev Ashton now has a ball in hand with a real jammed up clustered layout. She's going to take a minute or 2 to look around, so we can stay with this 8 ball here. Hachi hit it. Sweet. Tied it up. 2-2. Okay. There's Bev Ashton, women's advanced singles champion. Got ball in hand, but you can see there are a half a dozen balls grouped right there in the racking area. And I like what she's doing. Just blast them open right here, and hopefully you've got the 4 for some insurance. Oh, I wouldn't do it jacked up, Bev. Come on, you get a better shot than that. Well, it's all right, but now still got 1 ball tied up. It's a 7, and the 4 only has 1 pocket.
She should have gave herself more angle.
I would have taken more angle.
Ball and just crashed into him.
Yeah, exactly. But, you know, she's a real veteran. She's been playing at a pretty solid level for 20-odd years. Played on the WPBA a few times when she qualified. Played in most of their qualifiers. Been coming here for a long time with her sister, and she knows what she's doing out there. Got to play the deuce now. Didn't come far enough for the 4. And it's 2-2.
Yeah, these girls aren't breaking the balls hard enough to scatter anything.
Try to hit the 9 with the cue ball if you can. Oh, that's not good, Beverly. At least she can hit the 7, but she got no pocket for anything. I'll tell you what I do here. I just go up table off one of my stripes and play safe.
I would too. I wouldn't try to
make my opponent do something
there
to
or just pocket the 11 if it goes, just roll down there with it.
Mm-hmm. If she happens to miss this ball, she'll probably get the same result.
I wish I could help them sometimes.
I know.
I feel so bad for some.
Well, listen.
You know what? I can't. I ain't gonna say nothing, but I can't say nothing.
Can she get in there and make this? Yeah, she sure can. But now she's got no pocket for the 4 unless she wants to play it off of the back of the stripe, but I think
This
she's
ball
banking
bank
it.
straight back.
I think she's playing it straight back.
A little bit of inside, stiff it up just a little bit.
Right, and then the cue ball's right there for the 8 and a side, too.
You hit it pretty firm. Low right, you got to draw our ball back an inch. She might make this.
Swish. She swished it, Bobby.
It was sitting like right on the money.
Right. But you still got to hit it.
Yeah,
you still got to hit it in the right
good.
place.
She hit it good. There's no doubt. She hit it good. And this is not a hanger either. This is a tough shot.
Yeah, it's a pretty narrow opening from this angle.
Well, I knew that.
Yeah, that's a tough shot. All right, big opportunity here for the Owls to steal this one, but she's got all 7 of them out there. I go to the 11 next. Oh, watch out with the whitey. Watch out with the whitey.
You know what makes me so antsy watching, some of these amateur women? And this is a nice thing to say. I wish, I could, I'm pretty knowledgeable about fundamentals and basics, I'm sure you are. And I could show them, as you could, just 2 or 3 small things to improve their game like 300%. You know what I mean? I swear I could just show them a couple different bridges, that's critically important.
Right.
And you would, I don't know if they don't want to learn. You would think they would want to learn because they love to play. They're here.
Oh, I don't think there'd be any reluctance on their part to take guidance from somebody, of your level.
But why don't they?
Well, I've got a feeling that most of them, are strictly, league type players, and it's maybe it's more social for them.
But I'm sure they still want to get better.
Well, sure they
do.
do.
Want to get up here knowing you can't draw the ball.
But I would imagine most of them have had someone help them along the way. Yeah. Get a camera on it? No? Okay. I see her. We have a piece of pool royalty in our audience. That's not really a good word. Good shot there. Not a piece of a person of pool royalty, and we're going to put the camera on her momentarily here, and we're going to give everybody one guess who it is. No hints. Who's that? All right, your time's up. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Miss Allison Fisher. Arguably in the top 2 or 3 greatest women players ever.
And I'll tell you something else. She is a class act. I've seen her play 1,000 matches. She's been a perfect lady every match, win, lose, or draw. You know what I mean, Ken?
Oh, for sure. For sure. If everybody modeled their behavior after her, our sport would be better off.
No kidding. She's a class act.
Yeah.
She's always, every match, win, lose, or draw, man, she's always nice. It's amazing.
And look at this. You've got a lady there that has won everything there is to win in the Hall of Fame, has made a mark on the game that'll last indefinitely, and yet she comes over to support and watch these women's teams. And that's all that is a testament to what you just said, Bobby.
She's sweating amateurs. I mean, she's...
she cares.
Yeah.
It might actually make some of the ladies a little extra nervous having her out there, but for me, it would actually pump me up. I'd want to show Allison Fisher I can play a little. This is a real tough ball for a Bev to make from this direction.
If she even hits it going 2 rows, it's going to be a foul.
Bobby, I'm wondering if she could go twice across the table. I just don't know if there's a gap there. She's just going ahead and tying them up. Did she wire that combination?
No.
Okay. I thought maybe she might go twice across, over and back.
Is that Asian girl that just won? That one shooting right now? What's her name? Yeah.
That's Tony Sakamoto. That's the Women's Open singles champion. Shooting in your picture right now on table 2.
She ain't wasting no time.
It's for a 3-2 lead for the Amaze Balls, and she's done it.
Where's she from?
I don't know.
I got you.
Oh, you do know?
No. I just want to make sure. I just want to see if you knew.
Oh,
I haven't tested you out today.
well, you got me.
If I'm one.
Okay.
1-0.
Where's she from?
Who?
The player at the table.
Canada. Going sitting down.
No, the team's from Canada.
No.
Oh, man. All right, I'll tell you. Where's the other one from? USA.
Yeah.
All right.
That's like that movie. That silly movie, Pool Hall Junkie.
Yeah.
Tell you where you got your shoes. Meanwhile, I was the technical advisor and the trick shot man in the Pool Hall Junkie.
You know, since we're telling a story, I'm going to tell my half of that same little story. Back in '09, CSI ran a couple events down on Fremont Street at the Golden Nugget. It was called the CSI National Championships. We had an 8-ball and a 10-ball, and it was done in order to qualify an American player or a player for the World Championships that year. And so Mark held the event down there. That was a great facility to do it. But anyway, I'm doing the commentary. I'm tournament director and all that stuff. But Tara's doing the commentary, and I was in the booth. And who walks in, sits down beside me in the booth? It's Mars Callahan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we did a couple hours of commentary together.
Oh, funny.
Right around.
I think I saw that.
Yeah, so that was a lot of fun too.
You see, I wouldn't have shot that 12 ball in like she did. I would just put it on the rail. Give her one more ball to run out. I wouldn't have shot that ball in.
No,
you know what I mean? Why would you?
I agree.
You know,
I think if there's one area maybe where, like you said, they could use a little bit of help with fundamentals possibly, but I think the biggest difference in watching the men versus the women, like in this team stuff.
This. Not to stop you, but look what she's going to try to do here.
Yeah, she's getting the referee. Is the strategy.
Yeah. She's definitely going to foul here. Watch. She's going to foul. Watch.
Well, maybe not. There's a chance you can't.
I guarantee she's.
That's a good hit.
No, she didn't foul.
Yeah, because she wasn't playing the ball. She's playing safe.
But she can make this.
She can
kick this in off the rail easy.
Well, I'd have the ref watch this one too. But I can
this
tell you,
I can close to hitting the 11.
I can tell you, this is easy to call. If the 11 moves, it's bad.
Yeah, and it won't. She won't even come close.
Right. If the 11 moves, it's a foul. Unless she hits it bad.
Yeah, she won't even. She's making this ball. I bet you. What?
Oh, you can't go that
No,
way. It's a dead scratch.
It goes right behind there without hitting the 11.
It sure appears that it does.
Did on that last camera shot.
She made it.
Yeah, I mean, it was like a hanger.
Yep. So, again, a poor kind of strategic choice on the safety play, and prior to that, a poor choice on pocketing the 12 ball.
Yeah.
So, Amaze Balls 4, the Owls 2. And we'll have 2 new players coming in here on this table.
And I swear I feel bad about when a woman loses like that. I want to show them, like, dude, do this or hit it like this. You know, because I know they want to play good.
Well, Bobby, I think one thing where you can help them, and maybe I can too a little bit, is while we're doing this commentary, is to mention a few things like that hopefully they'll watch the stream, watch the replays when these go up on the CSI channel and, down the road here. Yeah. And maybe they'll pick up a little something from that.
Because I would like to see them play better and better and better.
You know what might be cool too, if they had like a pinch hitter rule where you can bring Allison in for one shot a match. Yeah. Each team get to use Allison for one shot, one time in the whole match.
these women, they love to play, man. They're like, you know what I mean? They're all hugging, shaking hands, man. They like it.
Yeah.
It's a trip. I like to watch them.
I don't think the ladies get enough credit for how competitive they are.
Shoot,
They are more competitive than the men.
Oh yeah,
because
no doubt.
you know why? Because they don't. Their competitive nature isn't clouded with their huge egos like the men are.
I want to see it break out into a cat fight. You know what I'm saying? Woo.
We'll let the cats do their fighting on the pool table.
Yeah. Shoot the 7, young lady. Please.
This is where, even at this level, where you're in the semis of a big event like this, a little bit of the nerves come into play.
For sure.
You're on the TV, and whether Allison Fisher's watching or not, your teammates are watching, everybody back home is watching. And then when you get a layout like this, and you have to start thinking about planning the play, you kind of get in your own way a little bit sometimes.
Yeah. No, this is huge for them. This is huge for them. I know they got to be nervous. This is a giant match.
Oh, boy. See, now, back home during league night, she'd never miss that ball.
No. I like the outfits on the
maze balls,
on
yeah,
the maze
yeah,
ball.
The black and white. It's kind of cool.
In the pants.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
No, it's really cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna get me some of them pants for my next.
I think you should make sure they're skin tight like that
get
too.
Exactly like that.
And then you get yourself a little pair of shoes like that too, Bobby. You don't even have to wear socks.
Yeah. You are getting fairly. You called it earlier.
I know. I'm sorry, folks. All right, that's the right shot. Picking a contact point. Visualization is so important in this game. Do you do that, Bobby? Do you visualize your shots, see them going in before you play, or do you just, is it just instinctive now for you?
I just get down and pull the trigger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see people always trying to figure this out.
No, I'm not saying figure it out. I'm just saying when you finally got your mind made up of what ball you're playing and the way you're going to play it, do you visualize it going in the hole and the cue ball going where you want it to, kind of, subconsciously?
Maybe subconsciously,
right,
yeah.
Right. See, when I was coming up early in my career and had some pretty good straight pool instructors too, they drilled that visualization into me, and it just has become part and parcel of my game.
Without thinking about it. I don't really.
And I think a lot of players do. I think the players with a bit of God-given talent and ability, and I'm certainly going to put you in that category. And I know you certainly made yourself to play you were too. But I do believe if you're born with a little bit of a gift for the game, it makes things come easier for you as your career unfolds. And then there are players who are self-made champions that maybe didn't have the best God-given skills.
Plus, I started playing when I was pretty young, I played every day for like 2 years straight pool.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know what I was doing, but I ran a few balls.
Didn't matter.
No.
When we were young and started playing,
I knew two things.
It was only fun to make. All the fun was making balls.
All I knew was the break ball and the key ball.
That's all you needed to know.
And that's all I.
Yeah.
But I learned so much a couple years ago watching all the champions play straight pool that really played the game the right way. I'm like, oh, now I'm seeing what they're doing. The thing I learned the most is watching them, the different ways they shoot the break shots is without getting stuck in the rack and maybe drawing all the way back in rail and coming back. And I knew none of that.
Right.
or you shoot break shots that are behind the rack and which ball
where you go
hit.
3 rails around or 1 rail out to the middle. Sure.
And I didn't really know the correct way to do it. I mean, I knew there was 2 or 3 ways to do it, but I didn't know the correct way.
Well, one big difference, and then we'll get off that in a second and get back to the action here. But one of the big differences, too, is the equipment has changed so much over the last 20, 30, 40 years. Now to open up a rack of straight pool balls with a break shot doesn't require a cannon of a stroke, because the balls tend to open a lot easier. In the old days, you plow into them and only 3 would come out.
Yeah.
Because we're playing on the carpet back then and all of that. But nevertheless, back here at the action, safety play.
Oop, 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 oop.
It's okay. And
that was a nice shot.
Yep. And now we got the amaze balls here on the 8. It does pass the 5. She has studied it for enough time now where she's...
Yeah, she's at the solid.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought she was on the 8.
Yeah, the other girl tried to cut in behind the ball. And missed.
Okay. Thank you. Don't run into anything here. They all go. Up. Up.
I'd shoot the 4. That's what she's going to do, is roll down there for the deuce. Now, see, she should be bent over more. See how she's standing kind of straight up?
Uh-huh.
Maybe she should move her back foot a little bit further back.
A little wider stance. A little more knee bend, maybe.
Bend over more.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what's, I used to give a lot of lessons, but people, if you have the correct fundamentals, you can always play pretty good, and you never get that far at stroke.
That's right.
Well, if you're doing everything all unorthodox, then it's hard.
That's a great point.
And all the top players pretty much have the same, the way they go through the cue ball.
Right. But every one of them in their own way is fundamentally sound.
Yeah.
And that lends to a repetitive stroke. And like you said, if you get a little bit rusty, it's usually not that hard to get back in the game.
Meanwhile, she missed the ball. She's going to run out from here, I hope.
Shoot the wand.
Yep.
That's the smart shot, stop shot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe she might draw back a half an inch.
See if she stays still. She did. She stayed nice and
Now
still on
the
that.
money there.
All right.
I'm going to ask her for lessons. Forget about that.
Now, I'd like to come straight up the table for this one, because
inside.
if you come 2 reels around, you're crossing the line.
Exactly.
Right. If you come straight up here, once you go by the 8 ball, you're in line the rest of the way, and it's just a question of how long a shot you have. But if you come 2 rails around,
she's going 2 rails.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the correct way. I mean, it's going to come a little short.
No, she's
not there.
No,
that's the tough.
Exactly.
That's the difficulty.
If she shoots too easy, she's not there. If she shoots too hard, she's
right. That had 50-yard line written all over it.
If you're going down the line, you can be a little too. You're still always.
You want to go too far.
Right.
Right. Like I said, once you get past the object ball, you're there. Mm-hmm. Then it's just distance.
She should use a little low right here and bank this ball and swing down the end rail. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
In case she might get lucky and duck. Yeah, she should have went up straight up the table, like you said, Ken.
I haven't heard her call anything here.
She could play safe here. Just try to put
it on the end rail.
Yeah, and just go down the table. She's got to be careful of the side pocket here too. She's just going to roll it.
Yeah, she just tapping it into the cushion.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world to do. You're basically telling your opponent, let me see if you can make a bank shot. And I think she's going for it.
That's so funny.
Nice shot there.
Look at that shot.
That was well struck.
Look at that.
Bev liked it.
Yeah, she's going to do the same thing.
She's not cutting this enough, Bobby. She's doing the same thing.
This is a trip, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love every second of this. Now, this wouldn't work playing chain.
You think?
But this is getting a little trickier. Now she's going to do the same thing. What if she banks into the end of the rail and comes back and hits? Just comes right to the rail and just back into the cue ball.
Right. Well, you
She
almost
just can't fudge.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you get it to the rail.
She might fudge here. She needs a closer bridge.
Yeah, look how tall up she's standing too. I don't think she's got her mind.
She's going to hit it too hard. She's going to hit it too hard. I'm telling you. I can't.
I know you want to run out there and give her advice, don't you?
You got to have a real short bridge here.
That's right. That's right.
Just ding.
Yeah, you need about a 2-inch bridge.
It's easy to fudge here.
Yeah, and you don't want to pull your cue back.
Look, you see how she went?
She might not have even meant to hit it when she hit it. It might have been a warm-up stroke. Well, meanwhile, the Amaze balls did get out.
Look, she's going to do this. Look, she's going to do the same thing.
Yeah, they did get out on the other table.
What
It's
if
5-2.
What if they never get the ball off the rail?
Okay. I think we're being a little too loud.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she just gave us a shush.
Who did?
The player.
Oh.
This player right here told us that we were too loud.
Oh.
And we apologize to the players and to you folks out there. We'll try to act a little more professionally here the rest of the day. No promises, but we'll try.
Well, we weren't making fun of the players. It was just a situation that's funny, the way the ball's sitting,
Yeah.
Good shot.
Okay. But I do want to point out one aspect of the rules, and we do have a referee here. They can't do this for the next 10 or 15 minutes. And the way, there's no 3-foul rule in 8-ball, but there's a stalemate provision. And the way the stalemate rule works is if the referee observes that no progress is being made to a conclusion of the game, and he feels it's just going to continue, he can go tell the players of that fact, and then each player gets 3 innings. And if after 3 innings each, if there's still no progress towards a conclusion, the game is declared a stalemate, and it's replayed with the original breaker breaking.
Look what she's doing. No.
But we're not going to wind up with that now, obviously, because of that situation.
She's trying to hit a little bit harder. You don't blame us for doing that.
Okay. Well, the safety battle was eventually won by the Amaze Balls, and they now are a 6-2 leader in a race to 9 in the semifinals of the Women's Open Team Division right here at the 39th BCA Pool League National Championships. You might have also noticed that there are actually 5 players dressed to play for the Amaze Ball team, and you can have 5 or 6 players, but only 4 play at a time. She already mentioned to us to calm down, Lauren. Thank you. Yeah, we were just additionally scolded by the referee, and we deserved it. But we've already made our request to Aussie and CSI for a glass enclosure next year, so we don't have this problem. And hopefully we'll be able to comply with that. Boy, that's a pretty ragged looking layout over there. I wonder, Bobby, how that rack over on that other table was a legal break, because you got to get 4 balls to the cushions. I'm not sure that they did. Well, that's about as hard as I've seen them break, and she made a ball. Well, I'm starting with the 210 because the 13 goes.
Yeah, it would be nice to have some kind of glass front here or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But then I think you got to have it above it and everything.
Well, yeah. We would need it, just like we had at the tar booth.
Maybe they could just get like 2 big cardboard boxes. We'll just sit inside the box cut a little hole in the front of the box.
Watch out. Oh, boy. Well, even JP was telling me the other day that most pool tournaments internationally, and including the Moscone Cup, the commentators are off in a different room and they commentate strictly from monitors. They don't actually see the live play.
That would be all right. You can still, I guess. I don't know.
Well, if they have multiple cameras plus the overhead camera. It's a high-level production. But even the Moscone Cup, they do it. The only ones that don't do it that I know of is us and AccuStats.
That'd be kind of boring, though.
Well, I always like to see the table.
Yeah.
I like to see the body language of the players. A lot of it also depends on how good an angle the commentary booth is set at and how far away you are. But the whole point I'm making is it prevents any distraction to the players, and we've probably been a little bit neglectful in paying attention to that all week, and I think it's mostly because we're excited. We love what we do, and we get into it. But we've got to be a little bit more cautious, I think. And
listen, it's hard to whisper.
Yeah.
The whole time. You know what I'm
For
saying?
12 hours. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But I don't think we need to whisper. I just think we need to be more aware that our voices can carry out there, especially when they're down on the shot. We probably should be as quiet as we can.
I ain't saying nothing else.
Yeah, right.
I'm like a church mouse right now. Look at that shot. Nice hit.
Yeah.
Got a little funky on that ball.
I think I'd get the bridge and shoot the 1. Because go all the way down to the kitchen, and then you can use the 3 to get you back up here.
Yes, good idea.
Can she reach it? She's thinking about trying to hold the cue ball there for the 4-7. And I don't think that's the best idea in the world.
Especially if she can't reach it.
Yeah. Took a quick look at the 8, see if it passes in the side. Sort of looks like it will. Got to have a little either right on this or check it with inside, or you're going to run into something. Excuse me.
I think she wanted to do that because I don't think the 8 would go.
Maybe not, and if she did, if it
made a
wouldn't
hell of
go,
a shot.
she sure did. Showed a lot of knowledge there too.
She's got to draw this and come 2 rails and go right toward them balls.
Yeah, I
Don't you think so?
yeah, but you know what? She'd have to hit just past the side pocket, and I'm afraid she may wind up running into the 4 off the second rail.
I wouldn't. That'll work.
Hell
She
yeah,
might.
that'll work. That's better than our plan. If you can put it there.
I'm scared to say anything. I am.
Nah, we're fine. If we just keep it at this level, Bobby, we'll be fine. All 3 of us have pretty booming voices anyway, just naturally. That was a really nicely played safe there on that other table. Well, the Owls really need to win both of these games.
Just to,
Yeah, but at least she blocked the pocket. And there's no advantage to trying to bank this ball because you'll be on the wrong side of the 7.
Yeah.
I'd billiard in her ball.
Yeah, but the only problem with that is the 4 and
Yeah, but I'd
the
billiard
4.
off the 4 and knock the stripe in.
Yeah, but then what? Then the 4 is going to be tied up with the 7. You know what I mean?
I don't think the 4 is going to hardly move at all if you just graze it.
Then
I think you can. Maybe you can just have it.
That's pretty much all she can do.
I think. You could even graze the 4 and go behind the stripe and lock it in there, you know.
I don't like that, though.
No, I don't like that either. I think this is the
better.
right shot, but you can't hit it too fat. Oh, that's perfect. See, she didn't get too much movement on the 4. Smart. Good knowledge. That shot was Allison approved.
How do you know?
I can tell. I know these things, Bobby. That's what she would have done. It's all right. Good cue ball. Yeah.
That's a great shot.
Smart shot.
This is a really smart
Right.
shot.
I know what you'd do.
I know. I would.
You'd stick bank it.
Yeah.
You'd have to. It'll straighten out a little if you pop it. The 4 I'm talking about. She's going behind the 4 with the cue
Which
ball.
is not a bad option.
Not at all.
If she can hit it.
She did hit it good.
Yeah, but still, it ain't. No. She's got to move one of them balls away from where they're at. You know, she's got to get those balls away.
I'd kind of try to like bank the 12 cross side. I wouldn't shoot.
I'd thin the 12 and go down behind the 11.
Yeah. I like that. Oh, good shot. Oh boy, I thought she hit that good enough to make it.
That might have won her the money. You know what I mean? Now what's she gonna do? Now she's really in trouble.
Well, you know, I still try to just roll off the 7 here. If I get her behind the 4, fine. If I don't, as long as I'm on the rail, it's not going to be all that easy to play shape off that 11 to the other stripe.
He was reading my mind.
Right. You know, when the ball's hanging in the hole, you don't want to be a mile away from it to play position.
I would just roll the 4 in front of the hole. It's hard to get.
Yeah, but then the cue ball comes off the rail. I'd want my cue ball on that rail. I might just roll it on top of the 7 and jack her up. I certainly wouldn't try to pocket anything or hit anything firm.
She's going behind the 4.
Yeah, you can't miss the ball. Oh boy, that was the danger, doing that. She actually would have probably not gotten behind the 4 if she just grazed it. She needed to hit about a quarter of the ball.
Even if she shoots a 12 here, it's going to be. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I definitely would have shot the 12 and gone back there in the kitchen. Because if she doesn't get a small angle, she has to go over and back, and now the side pocket comes into play.
Yeah, she's 3 feet on the wrong side of this ball.
Just a little too hard. Two rail the 4 and stick it next to the 7. Lock her up. But she's cutting it in. Up and down. Good speed. Good speed there, Bobby Cotton. Look at that. Bounce a little. Bounce a little. Ooh.
Ooh, she got nailed.
Ooh.
Another half an inch. She's going to have to roll up and just take it up, shoot a long shot.
If the 7's off the rail, just a hair, she can go rail first to get the cue ball out.
She ain't going to do that.
No.
No, she's just going to have to roll up and take a long shot. If it's straight in, it looks like it's straight in.
I think she's got the littlest angle. Is she going to draw it out with low left?
No,
Just straight draw.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
She
think
stroked
low
it good.
right.
Yeah, she stroked it
she
good,
hit
though.
it better than good.
Yeah.
She hit it perfect. Just didn't have enough left on it.
Right. Look at that. Well, she is the women's open singles champion, so you can't be too surprised.
Yeah, she
at
made
that.
she made a nice shot.
7-2 for the amaze balls.
That woman's gonna come over here and be mad at you. I'm just kidding. When this match is over, I'm running out
All
of
right.
here.
Thanks, pal.
I'm going to the restroom
Yeah,
real quick before they come over here. If the Owls head this way, I'm gonna be in the restroom. I'll be out in a few minutes.
Bev Ashton shooting the 8-ball here for an 8-2 lead for the amaze balls. And she's going to scratch in the corner. And if she does, she's going to lose. Oh, my God. It didn't drop. That was a 2-game swinger right there if that cue ball dropped. But meanwhile,
Is it 8-2 now?
it's 8-2. Yep. Boy, that came dangerously close to a game for the Owls. Would have been 7-3. That's a big difference, but they're on the hill. Not sure if she can run into the 3 here. Don't think she's going to try to because it does go. Oh, she tried to play it off the ball and it missed.
Oh, they're on the hill.
Excuse me. Okay, she's playing stripes here now, Bobby. So with 2 tables in progress, if the amaze balls win on either table, they win the match. And then they will face the Vegas Bombs in the finals, and that's due roughly 4 o'clock.
What do they call it? Amaze balls. Where did they come up with that name? That's kind of funny name.
Yeah, the team names here are a riot. I mean, some of them are very, very, unusual, and then
they're funny. Yeah.
yeah. It's not easy to pick a team name. You get a lot of 5 or 6 people all wanting something, you know. All the normal stuff's taken, like sharks and cue girls and all of that. there was a team from my area a 3 years ago that actually won the women's team, and they were called the California QTs, CUE-T, QTs. So far, Vegas Bombs is my favorite.
I ran those pool leagues, for like 15 years in Southern California. We had a team named, there was 4 players on the team. It took me 3 years, and I never even could figure out why the team name was so funny. I never even thought about it.
What was it?
I don't know if I can say it or not.
Okay, maybe you better not.
It's not really bad, but it's kind of funny.
Well, why don't you think about it for a rack or so?
I can't. I don't know if it's bad or not.
Well, if you don't know,
well,
you may be best keep it to
because
yourself.
people get offended so easily nowadays.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you're not 100% sure that it won't offend anybody, let's just leave it where it is.
Yeah, I'm afraid to call the cue ball Whitey. You know what I'm saying? Really. I'll tell you with the mic's off, and you can tell me if it's okay.
All right.
You
tell me between matches, and then if it's good, we'll say it during the finals.
She missed that ball. She really watching where the cue ball was going, kind of. People think I never miss a ball on a 7-footer. Like, dude, you can. We saw some champions miss some balls, huh?
Yeah. And some fairly easy ones.
Some world champions miss balls like, wow. Oh, we got to be quiet. This is the lady that.
Well, we've been doing better since we were scolded.
Yeah.
I think we're fine now, just if we keep it at this level. It's just hard to get really excited.
Listen, if I don't get scolded at least once a day, I feel like
you're not doing your job.
I'm not doing my job.
That's right.
I'm slacking.
Yeah.
The team had 3 guys and a girl on it.
Be careful.
That's all I'm going to say right now until I get.
That's why I'm asking you to be careful.
Until I get the okay from you. I'm not saying nothing.
Oh, all of a sudden I'm the politically correct police?
That's right. You're the Bobby Cotton police.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to run it by
my
you before I
God.
say anything.
Well, you're going to jail. That's all I can say. I'm throwing away the key.
If she cuts this 9 in, she might get out from here because these balls all go, Ken.
Can she cut it in and avoid running into him?
Look at the gals on the other table taking selfies. Yep.
Well, at least they're having a good time.
Oh,
and that's really what it's all about. Watch a side pocket. Watch a side pocket. Okay. But she made a mess. Not too bad, though, because she can, over here anyway, she could shoot the 13 in the side, then play the 15 in the corner and open the 10 up. I think she sure sees that. Just about where the 13 is, maybe a ball forward.
Like the shoes this girl's wearing, you know how hard that is on your arches? You walk around like that all day? Those flat shoes like that, that's got to kill you.
Well, maybe she only wears them during the match.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't keep that on for 15 hours. Pretty nice form there, elevating.
She is. She hits it, and she's hitting the cue ball.
Yeah.
Nice shot.
Sure.
Now we'll see what happens here.
Well, I think the 10's going to hit the 1, and when it hits the rail and bounces, it may hit the 3 and stay right there. I would give this a fairly good speed.
Yeah, she got to hit it pretty hard.
Uh-huh. She does have the 11 up there for insurance, but if the 10 doesn't go out in space, she'll still have more work to do. And the Maze Balls are on the hill, so if they win either of these games, they're in the finals.
hit this pretty hard. No.
Might have been watching the cue ball just a little bit there, but you could see that the 10 didn't get out
No,
anyway.
she had to hammer that ball
Right.
to move everything.
Wasn't a bad defensive shot. Well, you could play the 3 and make the stripe and play safe,
Yeah.
or you could just roll up on the deuce and sit there. Oh no, that's the 10, not the deuce. Can't do that. I like making the stripe.
Yeah, I do too.
Well, it's still okay as long as that 10's there.
She can go into it right now.
Yes, you can.
But you got to hit it hard. I always wonder what what they're thinking. What is she thinking right now? What do you think she's thinking?
I think she's trying to decide whether it's worth trying to break the 10 open.
Well, I mean, but she's got just darn near the perfect angle, and it's like on the only. She might not get another opportunity other than this one.
Well, that's true.
So I mean, there's not.
But
really,
her opponent's in really. There's no danger of her opponent running out if she misses, because of the 1 ball. But I do think it's the right time to go at it.
Oh, look at her. She might get out. This lady plays good.
Yeah, well, if she gets out before,
over.
yeah, if she gets out first, doesn't matter what happens over here.
See how she's kind of. See how she's kind of scrunched up when she's shooting the ball a little bit. Uh-oh.
Well, this is a tricky little combination if she does play it, because the cue ball is coming right at the pocket, and she can't hit but the top of the cue ball.
It's funny, like a shot like this, if you were to hit it at 12 o'clock just full and make the ball, the cue ball follows the ball right
Yeah,
ball.
scratch.
The other ball moves. And the cue
Gets
ball,
out of the way.
And I've done that.
Yep.
Oh, everybody has.
Sure. Well, she's got a big pocket here. Oh, don't open it up. Well, good news and bad news. Now it's real hard to open that 1 up because you can only really come at it from behind.
Yeah, this is really difficult.
Good save.
I bet you the other game's over before this one is.
No bet. Good shot. Oh, man, that needed to drop. She hit that really good.
She did.
She wouldn't have had much reward for it. Is she going to get a rail here? I don't think she got a rail. If the 10's not on the rail, it didn't get there. I think she told her opponent no rail. Yep. The only blessing is, again, the 1 has no pocket, even with ball in hand. No 3 foul rule. she can do. It depends on where that 3 ball is, whether she can have this ball follow it in.
She can roll hook her behind the 8.
Yeah, and just leave this in front of the pocket.
Just like that.
Right. Excellent strategy.
Good
She
shot.
thought that out very, very well.
That won her the money there. She's got no out here, even if she makes it. Plus, it's hard to kick this in.
Yeah.
Got far sitting off the rail.
Yeah, you got to hit just right around center diamond here and spin
Maybe
the crap out of it.
Just maybe out of shade.
Yeah.
She's gonna be close.
Yeah.
It's gonna be close. And then she's gonna be down there at the end of the table.
I don't think she cares. She'd love for that to knock that ball in, but it didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, well, she has a hanger and the 8 ball to send her team into the finals.
Who are they waving at? The camera. These women are so funny, aren't they?
And she didn't do too bad with that safe on this table, but
No.
we're gonna stay over here because this could be the match-winning shots. These next 2.
Yeah, she'll make this one. See how she has her arm in the air?
Mm-hmm. Well, watch the side. Okay, and that is it. The Amaze Balls have won the semifinals over the Owls, and they will be in the championship match, and we'll have that right here for you on the CSI stream, probably in about 20 minutes, we think. So stand by, everybody. As soon as we have official post time, we'll put it up on the screen.